So what I want to discuss next is having some fun with some effects and different processing for the vocals. So to start off, I'm going to show you the famous reverse reverb effect. Now, many of you could know it, but many of you may not. So I want to go over it because this is such an important tool to be able to learn for vocals, and for any style of music, it really works and it's fun to do. So what you want to do is find a little snippet of your vocal to be able to affect. So let's listen to it.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. Water flows from the snow of the ice that it's melting.
So what we want to do, what the reverb effect, the reverse reverb effect is to get part of the vocal and just to segue it and reverse it here. So you have an effect that the vocal kind of glides in to the vocal coming in here. Now it's great when it's a vowel, when it's a, like an A, E, I, O, U sound, because then it's really smooth, because this now, the vocal starts with a W.
When I'm cold.
So it's not perfect, but we can still get it to work. So what's nice for a breathy sound is that kind of vowel sound. So I think there was one here.
Ding. Here we go. Of the ice that it's melting. Here water flows from the snow of the ice that it's melting.
So maybe let's just try this one here, the ice.
Of the ice that it's.
So we can try this and experiment. So what I like to do is just take it and just cut it. Then what I like to do is to just make another channel. So I'm going to duplicate this, copy it here, and then on this channel I'm just going, I have a preset, which is the Millennium Verb, which is just excellent. It's waves, so it's waves true verb, and the preset is the Millennium Verb, and it's a 14-second delay on it, or decay on it, so it's really long, so it'll sound like this.
Of the ice.
Let me just put a little fade in and fade out on the sound. So there we go. So now in Logic, what I want to do is just bounce in place, or on your program you can render or bounce. So this is very easy to do. So bounce in place and reverse vocal effects. And there it is. So then what we want to do is just mute this, and here's our sound. So what I like to do here is then reverse it. So we open it up and it reverses. So let's go to the beginning of this here. Let's see what we got.
When I'm cold. When I'm cold.
And then to make it move a little bit, it's nice to have some, some of the, well, that has the doubler. Yeah, let's add a little bit of delay on there, so it continues on. So let's try it again.
When I'm cold.
So let's see how it sounds all together. And what I'm going to do to make it sound better, let me just have the backing vocals, because the backing vocals are really nice.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you. When I'm cold, there's a glow.
Maybe we can have the other delay on there. Stereo delay.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light.
Try it again.
When I'm cold, there's a.
And you have to play with it. Maybe the syllable wasn't great. Maybe it's a little bit long. So again, you can play with this here. Maybe let's try a little bit of a fade in like this, so it's shorter.
When I'm cold, there's a glow. When I'm cold.
So you can see it's a cool effect, and it helps to lead into the next the vocal, which is very, very cool. And you can combine this with other effects, with wind and other things. But here, let's just try another syllable. Let's try to get it from another place.
When I'm cold, there's a glow.
You know what? Let's try that though. Maybe the cold. So just take this and put it here, and same thing. Try it again. Bounce in place, and it bounces with the effect. And okay, let's try this again. Take this and reverse it. And there we go. So let's just try this one in about the same space. Get me back to the beginning. Here we go. And sometimes too you have to edit the end because the sample could be funny. So maybe we want to take it without it kind of fluctuating there and just have it end sooner. And let's make it go there. Again, not the doubler. Let's try the other delay, the stereo delay. Maybe we'll just put a little compressor on it as well, just to boost some of the signal. Put the volume up a little bit. Let's see what we got.
When I'm cold, there's a when I'm cold, there's a glow. When I'm cold.
And same thing, we can cut it shorter. And sometimes, again, maybe it may not work, but it's just showing you the technique, because this vocal does start a little bit further in. Sometimes, perhaps if the vocal starts closer to the one, it is a nicer effect because you kind of hear this, but it still sounds very cool.
When I'm cold.
And let me just do a fade in on it.
When I'm cold, there's a glow.
Let's see, a little more of a delay.
When I'm cold, there's a glow.
Yeah, a little bit louder.
When I'm cold. When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you. When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that.
Longer feedback.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you. When I'm.
Just to solo it. Oh, and we hear the click there. So again, sometimes you do want to edit this to be able to fade in and fade out. Oh, there we go. Fade in, but not fade out. So again, you can try different syllables, cut it out. This is more of an ooh kind of sound. You can have a higher pitch sound to be able to edit in there. So have fun with this and experiment, and you can use this for all different sounds. And again, this will work for a piano, for a guitar, for a synth. So if you feel that something's coming in out of nowhere, cut the sample, edit it, do a long reverb, reverse it, and play with it and experiment. I think it's very, very cool. So the next effect to be able to play with, just to get some dynamics and different things happening, is a radio effect. And this is really just simply achieved with EQ. So let me just play this again, our famous vocal that you've heard so much of.
When I'm cold, there's a glow.
So I have a Logic setting here, and it's set to a phone filter notch. So let me play this.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you.
Already it has this kind of, mysterious vibe to it, especially in a track like this that's more, deep house or cool, or even in a pop track, perhaps you want to have it in a breakdown or have it in a pre-chorus or anywhere really, just to get some dynamics, and it kind of sounds like a phone filter, or you have like a radio effect.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me.
But I will mute the other vocals.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. Water flows from the snow. When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me.
Doubler.
Water flows from the snow.
And let's try the longer reverb.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. Water flows from the snow of the ice that is melting. Here we go, and I know that we froze way down below. Here we go, and I know that we froze way down.
Another cool thing that you can do in different parts of the track is really just to edit a little bit. For now, I'll just take off the Melodyne. Like, you can have just a cool delay going on here, super long delay. Just kind of mute this one for now. Again here, let me just try a different delay here. Maybe just a brand new delay. So we'll set up the Logic tape delay. They switched around. I was used to the old Logic delay for many, many years. I started on Logic 3 or 3.5 many, many years ago, and they just switched this on me, so it takes a little bit getting used to. See, I'm still not used to the Okay, so something like that could work, you know, very, very subtly as an effect. Here we go. So what you could have is just have this effect as an arrangement, or maybe leading up to the part in your song of the main vocals, just as a cool effect. See how this would be, just as a little effect. Maybe cut it back a little bit. So then again, you just kind of have this as a, you know, cool delay part. And maybe I want to add a little bit of distortion to this, which we can just put directly on here. So we can add a little distortion if we want, just with Logic, very simply. A little more gain. So again, you can really add this just as a background layer, maybe another part in the section. You can take your main vocal, put the radio effect on, and then put a little distortion, some reverb delay, just to create a cool atmosphere. So again, that's another very cool option to have. So for the last thing I want to talk about in this section is doing some cool delay throws. This is a very cool effect for adding some cool atmosphere and some movement to the track. So let me show you. So I'm just going to play the vocal and look for a good spot to be able to have some delay.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me.
So again, I think that me is good, and I'll play it with the music.
From the light that you give me.
So there it is. So let's just find the me.
Me.
So we are right there. So what I'm going to do, I opened up a new bus. I'm going to call this delay throw, and this is going to be the delay here. So I have to set some automation because otherwise it's going to sound like this. So we don't want that. So to set the automation, I'm going to set it here. This is to the send, which is this channel. You can see this moving. So now let's just set this up like this.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. When I'm cold,
there we go, and there's that kind of cool effect that we want. So let's play it again.
There's a glow from the light that you give me. Water flows from.
Try it again.
Give from the light that you give me. Water flows from the snow of the ice that's melting.
This actually isn't playing because the Melodyne, once you record in the Melodyne kind of overrules this channel, so it's going to play from the Melodyne. So just to give you the detail.
From the snow of the ice that's melting. Here we go.
So let's set it up here. Again.
The ice that's melting. Here we go. And I know.
So again, it's cool because it just throws that last word.
Ice that's melting. Here we go. And I know it's melting. Here we go. And I know
A little bit lower.
it's melting. Here.
So again, you can see the effect, and let's try it again here.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. When
So yeah, I like it there. Didn't love it here, so again, maybe it'd only work nice here, you know, with the vowel, and you can move this. But you know, let's combine what we did before. So if I take this phone notch filter, so we put the phone there, and then maybe we put a little bit of a distortion. Then let's see what we have here.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light
Put it
that
down.
you give me.
Oh, there we go. There's the effect we want.
When I'm cold, there's a glow from the light that you give me. Water flows from the snow of the ice that's melting. Here we go.
So again, let's just loop this, and we can play with some of the controls here.
That you give me. Water flows
Some modulation.
that you give me. Water flows that you give me. Water flows
Maybe a little bit too much
that
there.
you give me. Water flows that you.
So again, sky's the limit of what you want to do here. So what you can do here also, perhaps, let's just try like a panning effect. Let's see if we have that, a kind of imaging. Or here, like a tremolo. Here we go. This kind of goes this left to right effect.
That you give me.
That's done in a fourth. Let's do maybe a little slower.
That you give me. Water flows that you give.
So let's exaggerate this so we can hear it. So you can see this does a 1-1 rate left and right.
That you give me. Water flows
You see, very, very cool. Then we go here.
that you give me. Waterfall.
So again, very, very cool effect. Perhaps also too, let's just add a little bit more, maybe a little bit of a phaser as well. That could be kind of cool.
That you give me. Water flows from the snow that you give me.
Maybe it's a little bit too much, but you can see you can really, really have fun. And again, maybe to make it more in time, let's say what you can do here is to add the sidechain. So let's do a Nicky Romero sidechain, so it'll be in beat with everything.
That you give me. Water flows from the snow that you give me. Water flows.
So again, you can keep on going on and on, adding more reverbs, delays, but again, this is just a great little effect to be able to do in your track, and it's fun. It's great. Sounds great. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the Ultimate Vocal Processing course. It has been a lot of fun for me to teach it. If you have any questions, please let us know. And remember to have fun and break the rules.